Hi, I'm Cookie Masterson, and I am the face of the multi-billion-dollar industry that is humorous trivia. Can't play without a name, federal regulations. Sack lunch. And your wrong answer of the game is being sponsored by
the Alliance of Mole People for a Better America. Look, mole Americans hate terrorism and love freedom just as much as human Americans. Trust us, we're not up to anything.
If you happen to find our sponsor's wrong answer of the game, you'll be rewarded with big prizes and cash. Okay, let's see what happens.
Get ready, time for question 1.
First question, Candy Crushed. I can't stop playing Candy Crush. It's like heroin. At first it was great, but now I hate it and it's ruining my life. If Candy Crush really is like heroin, what should I play to wean myself off of it? Barbitol Crush Saga, Methadone Crush Saga, Zoplicone Crush Saga, or Methamphetamine Crush Saga? Methadone is used for, among other things, drug detox programs. Methadone isn't cheap, but it can't be more expensive than these $70,000 worth of app helpers I bought for Candy Crush. Thank God this game's free, otherwise can you imagine how much I would have spent by now?
Oh, Mama gonna tell you what I'm gonna do! Say it so!
Coming up, Motley Shoe. And let's step into a this or that. I'm going to read off 7 things, and for each one, tell me if it's a metal band from the 1980s and 90s or a style of women's boots. If it's a metal band, press the left arrow. If it's a style of women's boots, press the right arrow. Okay, we're off. Gladiator. Firehouse. Bondage. Cinderella. Wedge. Keel. Winger. You just want a date with John Bon Jovi. I'm no expert, but the best thing about women's boots is they make my ass look great.
Dance with me, Disco 3.
Up next, so many disgusting ways to be American.
It's the put the choices into order, then buzz in and see if you are right. Question!
You know the drill. If you get this one right, I'll send some extra cash your way. Put these movies in chronological order based on the time period they're set in, from earliest to latest. American Hustle, American Pie, American Psycho, Pie Psycho Hustle, Psycho Hustle Pie, Hustle Psycho Pie, or Pie Hustle Psycho. American Hustle is set in the 70s, American Psycho is set in the 80s, and American Pie is set in the late 90s, early 2000s. That earned you an extra $1,000. The 70s, 90s, and 2000s. 3 different decades where Eugene Levy has played the exact same role. This one's called Remove the Stitches After 1001 Arabian Nights. What would be different about Aladdin's genie if he magically gave himself a genioplasty? He would have a bigger chin, he would have firmer breasts, he would have a lifted butt, or he would have smaller ears. A genioplasty is a type of plastic surgery where the chin is augmented with an implant. Oh, I wish I had a genie.
Your wish is my command.
All I have is this lousy genie sound effect.
Your wish is my command.
5 fingers!
It's time for Flab Roller. How might a professional bowler respond if someone were to ask him how he manages to stay in such wonderfully below average shape? Rolling balls down a 28-foot lane is great for the beer gut. Rolling balls down a 63-foot lane keeps my back fat firm. Rolling balls down a 104-foot lane really tones the jowls. Or, rolling balls down a 456-foot lane works my cankles. Time's a-wastin'. A regulation bowling lane is 63 feet long from the foul line to the pin deck. I consider bowling good exercise. I mean, sure, gravity and momentum do 90% of the work getting the ball down the lane, but that other 10%, that takes some real slight arm movement. Round 1 is complete, and you're in pretty good shape for now. Don't forget, in round 2, all the cash is doubled. And keep in mind, a wrong answer to the game is still out there waiting to be picked. Now get out there and make me proud. Take a good look at a 3-day getaway to beautiful Valhalla. Suppose Dante returns after his travels in the Divine Comedy and starts posting pictures to Facebook. What is he most likely to write about his second destination? Here's me in heaven, here's me in purgatory, here's me in hell, or here's me in Toledo. In the Divine Comedy, Dante's first stop is hell, and his third stop is heaven, and in between, his second stop is purgatory. It's funny to put pictures of purgatory on Facebook because endlessly scrolling through a Facebook feed full of vacation pics is actually what they make you do in purgatory.
Question 7. Get up and shake your monkey bang.
Next. Hey, wig spender. Hold on, I'm just going over my credit card bill. Who the hell spent $400 at the wig shop?
I did, Dunny.
Billy O'Brien?
No, Daddy O'Brien.
One's made of skin, one's made of wood, so who's the dummy?
Not me.
Billy.
Daddy.
Betty, how could you spend so much on wigs?
I'm trying to get my hair just right. I want to resemble Audrey Hepburn. Oh, speaking of which, what hairstyle must I get in order to look like Audrey Hepburn in Breakfast at Tiffany's? A Dufont, a Tage Joy, a Turn, or an Utdo? Audrey Hepburn famously had an utdo in Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Well, Betty, I must say the pixie cut looks very good on you.
Oh, thank you. Why don't we go back to my place and mess around?
Billy, Betty, is your hair... is that moss?
Yes, it is.
That explains the smell.
Pretty alluring, is it not?
Follow me down to the sea.
Here's one for you. Gone with the Vin. Let's say all Vin Diesel movies can be put into two categories. Ones where his acting relies on grunting, or ones where his acting relies on sneering. What kind of chart should I use to find the movies where he both sneers and grunts? A Vin Diesel Venn diagram, a Vin Diesel Venn diagram, a Vin Diesel Venn diagram, or a Vin Diesel Van diagram? Venn diagrams, spelled V-E-N-N, feature circles that contain a set of data. In this case, where the circles overlap in the middle is where you'll find those awesome movies that have both grunting and sneering. And if there's one thing a Vin Diesel fan loves, it's using charts to analyze complicated data. Woohoo! Try this on for size. Reduce, reuse, reheat. It seems like a lot of factories are going green these days. I don't like it. If there aren't plumes of smoke coming out of factory chimneys, then what are street urchins gonna choke on? Anyway, it got me wondering. If the Cheesecake Factory went completely green, what would be the only sauce they'd offer? Hollandaise sauce, chimichurri sauce, mole sauce, or bechamel sauce? Watch how easy this is. Made from parsley, the Argentinian sauce chimichurri has a bright green tint. And I like a lot of sauce on my cheesecake. Saucy cheesecake. No, mole is not your friend. But moles will be with this T-shirt of a mole holding an American flag, just like the one you won from the Alliance of Mole People for a Better America. Blindly follow us to a better tomorrow. This wrong answer of the game has earned you a sweet 8,000 clams. Well done. And now, kangaroo, peanut, Albert Einstein, or Uranus?
Kangaroo, peanut, Albert Einstein, or Uranus.
Known to reach over 20 feet tall. Kangaroo, peanut, Albert Einstein, or Uranus? The planet Uranus is way over 20 feet tall. I mean, it's at least 30 feet tall. Probably more. I don't know. I'd have to see it up close. Brace yourself for the attack. When you see two clues that match, press your A button. 2,000 if you're right. 2,000 gone if you're wrong. And one more thing.
Remember the clue.
It's gotta be a match that fits this clue. Let's get Randy. Who's your Randy fella? Good luck. There you have it! We used to have a sound rep who worked for us named Randy. I wonder whatever happened to him.
I still work here, Cookie.
It's almost like I can feel his presence even though he's gone.
Cookie, I'm standing right in front of you.
Yes, Randy, yes you are. I miss you, big guy.
You know